Good afternoon, students. Welcome to our computer class. In today's class, we will start chapter 4, Ethics and Safety Measures in Computing. So let's start.
At first, it is asking to read the following cases. Find out which of these shows a wrong action. First one, Ravi has just completed a presentation on computer ethics. Rahul copies Ravi's presentation and present it as his own. So this is obviously wrong action because Rahul has not made the presentation. He has taken Ravi's presentation to show that presentation as his own. Next one, Manish has given a task to design a banner for his school annual festival. He copies a design from the website of a famous company and presents it as a banner designed by him. Just like this one. This is also wrong action. Ali buys a game CD from the market. He makes several copies of the CD and sells them to his friends for rupees 10 per copy. That means Ali has made illegal copy of the game CD to sell the CD to earn money against the CD. So this is wrong action. Next, Anu receives an email from an unknown source. Alok advises her not to open the email and to delete it. So this is right action. Alok advises right advice. Next, Tina finds Preeti's email password and uses it to open Preeti's mailbox without her permission. That means you are snooping on others' matter. This is also wrong action. So we understood what is wrong, what is right. Now, what is ethics? Ethics are concerned with distinguishing between right and wrong action. So we found which one is right, which one is wrong. That is computing ethics. As the use of computers is increasing in our day-to-day life, it becomes essential that we should follow some rules while using them. Computer ethics deals with the rules and practices that we should follow while working on computers. It is important for everyone to know these rules to prevent fraud and crime related to the use of computers. There are 10 rules we should follow, commonly referred to as 10 commandments that are defined by Computer Ethics Institute, CEI, located in Washington, D.C. So we should follow these 10 commandments. This is very important. We shall not use computers to harm other people. Means using computer, we should not harm others. You shall not interfere with other people's computer work. So you do your work. Don't interfere with other work. You shall not snoop around in other people's computer's file. Suppose you are getting chance to sit on others' computer, so that time you should not find out the confidential file those are saved in that computer. You shall not use computer to steal. So we will not use computer to steal someone's personal information and private data. You shall not use a computer to bear false witness. So don't spread wrong information. Don't be a false witness. Yes, I saw that this has happened. If it is wrong, if it is not real, if it is fake. You shall not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. Proprietary software means licensed software. You should not copy that. You should not distribute unlicensed version of the licensed software. You shall not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. That means if you get chance, don't sit on others' computer to use other computer's resource. You shall not appropriate others people's intellectual output. Someone has done something and you are using that creative work in your project or in your work to project that you have done. You shall think about the social consequence of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. So whenever you are designing something or creating something using computer, you first think what will be the social consequence, what will be the impact on the society. You shall always use a computer in a way that ensure consideration and respect for your fellow humans. So you do such a work where the people will respect you and you also respect others' work. So these are 10 commandments we should follow. Then after that info box, no need to read this, it's not important for us. Then internet ethics. Here we have learned computer ethics, now internet ethics. The internet has become an important part of life. It is used to search for information, to send and receive email, to chat with people, to buy things and to write blogs. Internet ethics are defined as the good values and practices that we should follow while using internet. The Internet Architecture Board (IAB) has provided a list of activities on the internet is considered as unethical. So what are the unethical things? Compromising the privacy of the user. So we will not break the privacy of the user. Putting the data of a computer in danger. Don't put the data or resource of a computer in danger. Wasting the effort of other people. Someone is doing something, you are harming. Your intention to stop the people to do that creative work, or you are damaging the file of that person. Then spreading viruses and other harmful programs to disrupt the functioning of the internet. This though you know. then gaining unauthorized access to the password of email accounts and to websites. So don't break the password of someone's email account or someone's account, or do some crime from his or her account. Okay.
So in this video, we have learned computer ethics and internet ethics. With this video, you will get one more video for unethical practices. So see you in my next video. Bye.